over the world, the therapeutic efficacy of this system is well recognized. A rapidly growing system of healing that has become a household name in India. It is homeopathy. Homeopathy is a rapidly growing system of healing, the therapeutic efficacy of which is well recognized. The uniqueness of this system lies in its ultra-dilutions that reach the level of nano-domains. Like any other medical science, the development of homeopathy is crucial, and quality research is an indispensable parameter for its scientific advancement. Although millions of patients are drawing benefits of homeopathy for a spectrum of acute and chronic diseases, limited efforts have been made to do advanced researches, especially on mechanistic aspect of its action. Researchers, schools, institutions, and individuals have been trying to explore different aspects of homeopathy with newer outlooks so that they can understand the hidden treasures of homeopathy and present them to the scientific fraternity in a comprehensible manner. The Ministry of AYUSH has actively taken steps to bring out continuous updates in quality and areas of research in homeopathy.
I am pleased to know that the Central Council for Research in Homeopathy is undertaking cutting-edge research in the field of clinical research, drug proving, and basic researches. I believe that homeopathy can ensure wellness by treating diseases at subclinical level using individualistic symptomatic approach. It can also contribute in the prevention and treatment of emerging microbial resistance, viral diseases, and even non-communicable diseases.
CCRH, an apex research organization under the Ministry of AYUSH of Government of India.
We undertake studies on modern scientific parameters using cutting-edge research technology. We have 22 institutes spread all over India for undertaking specific projects. We undertake projects in the areas of drug standardization, their proving, validation, and even disease-oriented clinical research. Currently, we are developing highly advanced state-of-art laboratories for undertaking molecular biological works in homeopathy.
Research in homeopathy is a wide field, and different avenues are being pursued by CCRH to build the evidence base for homeopathy, particularly in practice. Drug development is a systematic process which involves identification of raw material to laying down of standards, followed by drug proving and clinical verification and validation.
This pharmacokinetical studies deals with the collection, identification, authenticity, genuineness, microscopical, macroscopical, powder studies and histograms. Whereas physiochemical department making standard for this system of medicines like AYUSH value, extract value, pH value, LOD, TLC studies, HPTLC studies, active constituent of the chemicals which are present in the mother tinctures as well as the potency of the homeopathy medicines. Afterwards, these medicines are being sent to pharmacology sections. This pharmacological section deals with the safety, like selection of the doses, up to which level the medicines are safe, above which level it produces a toxic effect, and efficacy.
CCRH has established Center for Medicinal Plant Research in Homeopathy in Nilgiri district of Tamil Nadu for cultivation of exotic and indigenous medicinal plants. It has a store of more than 400 plants, herbarium and germ plasma of 70 exotic medicinal plants. The repository of herbarium as well as specimens from both homeopathic and non-homeopathic plants have been made into herbarium sheets. The Council has undertaken pharmacognostical studies on 268 drugs, physicochemical on 257 and pharmacological on 125 drugs, and 116 drugs have been studied from all the three aspects. Proving a drug substance in homeopathy is a unique process. Unlike modern medicine, where animal experimentation forms the basis of evolution of drug pathogenesis, homeopathic medicines are proved on healthy human volunteers on both sexes in sub-physiological doses. Till date, the Council has methodically proved 108 drugs comprising 78 drugs of plant origin, 9 of animal origin, 1 sarcode, 1 nosode, and 19 are prepared from chemicals. Clinical verification is an important milestone to develop reliable materia medica. A symptom that is verified clinically becomes more reliable compared to the one appearing in proving. Till date, Council has completed clinical verification of 123 drugs, which include around 50 of indigenous origin. Some of the vital research studies have paved the way to understand basic principles of homeopathy, especially in the areas of diseases of national importance, epidemic diseases, tribal health, basic research and drug development. Scientists as well as institutions are now keen to undertake organized research in homeopathy with globally accepted scientific methods. Several clinical trials have been conducted on pediatric diarrhea, HIV/AIDS, mental health, diabetes mellitus, and skin diseases.
Central Council for Research in Homeopathy has conducted more than 150 clinical trials till date. The result of these trials conducted in India have indicated that homeopathy has a positive role in the treatment of acute and chronic diseases.
The Council has also conducted research on epidemic diseases like conjunctivitis, dengue, bacillary dysentery, jaundice, measles, typhoid, plague, chikungunya, and Japanese encephalitis.
The topic was that whether homeopathic medicines really work on Japanese encephalitis infection or not. We did this study first in the egg model, that is the in vitro model, and then we found out that several medicines does reduce Japanese encephalitis infection in the in vitro model, and we extrapolated that data in the mice model, and then we found that really around 80% of these infections are cured by the medicine Belladonna 200.
In order to explain and explore the basic and fundamental aspects of homeopathy, Council joined hands with institutes of repute in allied sciences.
My team and I have been trying to understand the material science of homeopathic medicines for some time now. We did this in 2 steps. One was to examine the final medicine, and that we did with an electron microscope, which is simply a very high magnification camera, and we looked at whatever was there in the final product. We were able to publish this in 2 reputed leading international peer-reviewed journals, which accepted the fact that yes, this is how it works. That is, the original medicine gets broken up into nanoparticles, and some of these nanoparticles remain up to the very end of the manufacturing process, and that perhaps is what provides the activity.
Researchers of repute also take up studies under the extramural research scheme of the Ministry of AYUSH to conduct such studies. Such an endeavor of the Ministry of AYUSH has resulted in the generation of an evidence-based support in favor of efficacy of homeopathic drugs in diseases like autism, autoimmune thyroiditis, benign prostatic hypertrophy, cervical spondylosis, diarrhea, learning disabilities, ovarian cyst, scabies, trophic ulcers of leprosy, uterine fibroids, and bronchial asthma. There are a number of other branches of homeopathy research like basic research, veterinary research, and research on plant model. Basic research aims at elucidation of possible working mechanism of homeopathic similar principle following application of low doses, homeopathic dilutions, and potencies of substances. CCRH is also conducting research on biological activity of various homeopathic medicines both independently and in collaboration. A high-end research study undertaken in collaboration with Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, JIPMER, in Puducherry, where effective homeopathic drugs used in insomnia and serum melatonin and cortisol level in healthy volunteers was evaluated. It showed significant reduction in mean serum cortisol levels among responders to Nux vomica in comparison to non-responders. We now know that homeopathic medicines like Calcarea carb and Thuja are capable of inducing apoptosis in cancer cells via genetic pathway, and that sulfur is potent against non-small cell lung cancer cell lines.
We started doing our work using different cancer cell lines, and also we were that time screening different homeopathic medicines. We actually ended up with a very interesting observation that maybe there are two groups of homeopathic medicines. One group can kill the cancer cells directly by reorienting the molecular architecture of those cancer cells. But the other group of medicines, they may require help of some other tissues or systems of our body which can finally kill the cancer cells.
In a study on animal model, lycopodium has shown increase in cerebral blood flow, lycopodium tincture 201 m, and memory function in all potencies of lysopodium. Further, in a pilot study conducted in collaboration with Dayal Singh College, University of Delhi, New Delhi, titled Physico-Chemical Studies of Various Homeopathic Drug Formulations using Volumetric, Acoustic, Visometric, Optical and Conductivity measurements. The results indicate that even in extreme dilutions, the molecules of the homeopathic medicines may be present in 2C to 30C homeopathic formulations.
The results have been used to calculate a number of physicochemical and thermodynamic parameters of these solutions, which reflect the presence of the medicine as well as the interactions that are existing in these solutions.
Reverse pharmacology study undertaken with Dr. ALM Postgraduate Institute of Basic Medical Sciences, Chennai, identified action of Berberis vulgaris, a well-known drug for urolithiasis in homeopathy, a molecular events leading to calcium oscillate crystal deposition in mice. Late Dr. Rustam Roy, a professor of chemistry and physics, had an illustrious 65-year career at Pennsylvania State University. The discoveries in material science guided by him have provided a definitive conclusion to the argument that homeopathic remedies, being incredibly dilute, are chemically identical to water. His team illustrated one-form graphite, which is pencil lead, that is one of the softest materials on earth, while as diamond, the singular hardest material on the planet. Both of these substances are nothing but pure carbon. Yet, they have dramatically different properties due to differing structures, and one can be changed into another in less than a millisecond in a laboratory. If this can be done with carbon, why not with water? The key lies in homeopathic succussion process, which introduces three vectors, which is pressure, epitaxy, and nanobubbles. All three things that are inherent in remedy preparation are capable of changing structure. Nobel laureate, the French virologist Dr. Luc Montagnier, has through his research findings verified that electromagnetic properties of ultra-high dilutions. At dilutions where no molecules are present in the solution, the samples gave off electromagnetic signals. The reporting of research findings and the sharing of research data is done on publicly accessible database, the AYUSH research portal, against a standard set of medical conditions based on WHO's disease classification. Indian Journal of Research in Homeopathy, an online global platform for dissemination of research outcomes, IJRH, is a peer-reviewed quarterly journal and is being developed on international lines. It publishes the research outcomes of studies conducted by the Council and encourages scientists across the country to publish their homeopathic research studies.
The Council is bringing out quality publications in forms of books, monographs and research journal. To share research outcomes worldwide, we have made our journal IJRH an open access online journal, and we have also initiated the process of converting our publications into e-books so that they are available to researchers at the click of a button.
Around the world, research on homeopathy is often funded by the government and non-profit foundations. Public funding has been noted in the United States, Denmark, Germany, Italy, Norway, UK and India.
With vast amount of work done in prioritized areas of clinical research, drug standardization, drug proving, drug validation, epidemic management, fundamental basic research, collaborative research, public health programs and documentation publications of internationally accepted standards. We have made strong base for homeopathy in the country. To increase international collaborations, MOUs with different countries have been signed to cooperate in the field of education and research. Future research in homeopathy needs to be focused on generating clinical evidence with pragmatic and rational approach to promote homeopathy and its integration with mainstream healthcare.
Today, practitioners of homeopathy need to make maximum use of the available opportunities and work towards providing quality in homeopathic education, research, as well as drug manufacture and control. It's medicines without side effects that effectively treats, cures and prevents almost all the illnesses. Homeopathy is the perfect answer to the healthcare needs of tomorrow.